Okay, so Joey gave me some of these dehydrated banana Oreos. That's what we're calling them, superfood Oreos. And it's a dehydrated banana from his banana palms with a black sphinx date with cinnamon sticks in the middle. So it's like a little banana chip sandwich with black sphinx dates and cinnamon. Oh man. So I'm taking off and I'm gonna eat this whole bag. Then I'm gonna rob Joey and take the rest from his house. These are the greatest. Oh my God. All right, I'm pumped up and ready for some extreme gardening. Hey everybody, this is Jake Mace, the vegan athlete. I'm the vegan man today, and we're doing a selfie video. I'm on a gardening adventure, and we're in a food forest that I found. Look at this place. We've got these full mature mulberry trees. Look at this loquat tree with like a skirt to guard the trunk. Amazing full mature loquat tree. Nice little grove of stone fruit trees there, and a amazing fig tree, apricot, royal poinciana, a huge mulberry there behind. And I've heard through a friend that this place is called the RAR Superfoods headquarters in Glendale, Arizona. Look at that mulberry tree, man, it's huge. These ylang, amazing flowers. Oh my God, it's like a forest of bananas back here. These look like Goldfinger and ice cream bananas. And we got some moringa trees coming up with moringa pods hanging off of them. Like this, the pods looking good. And look at these bananas, look at the leaves on these suckers. They're huge, and if I pull back these leaves, look at them fruiting bananas all over the place with amazing banana flour. That looks incredible. Those look so delicious, and we got to find somebody to help us out. We came here to see somebody that is all hopped up on superfoods. Look at this guy. There's sapotes back in here and guava trees, white sapotes and bananas everywhere. And I see a forest of pomegranates and a forest of mango, lemongrass, and guava trees. And look at that neem tree. Man, this neem is off the hook huge. Over 200 medicinal and edible uses for the neem. That's a big neem tree for the Phoenix area I've ever seen. And look at this, like a forest of bananas all in here. And so many of them are fruiting. And wait, I see somebody. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Jake?
Hey, am I lost or am I in the right place?
Oh, you're definitely in the right place, man.
Who are you and where am I at?
We're at the RAR Superfoods headquarters. I'm Joey Mata.
And what are you guys doing here?
We're just growing food, trying to do our own thing.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
These look great. These are a bunch of banana palms, huh?
Yeah.
What varieties are they?
These are ice cream banana, and I have Goldfinger banana that are fruiting size right now.
That's awesome.
Okay.
What do you notice is the difference between the Goldfinger and the ice cream?
The Goldfinger fruit a lot faster than the ice cream. The ice cream take about 18 months, whereas the Goldfinger take about 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. So these big guys, how old are they?
These are about, this clump is about 4 years old right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
I don't think they're going away anytime soon either.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah, they're just that.
These guys look like Hawaii or some like Mexican tropical climate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
And you said they might have some pups we can take off today, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna do, these ones are a little harder to take out, but we're gonna do the Goldfingers. And they'll give you a fruit a lot faster, and they're low growing, and the leaves stay intact. These ones, they get all shredded from the wind. They don't look as tropical, whereas the Goldfingers, they have big full leaves to them.
And I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, Mata Melon.
It's the Mata Melon, sorry.
Yeah.
At the Mata Melon, and then another Instagram you have the...
Yeah, RAR Superfoods.
And you were dehydrating some bananas the other day.
Yeah.
Off your trees, your bananas?
Yeah.
And what did you do to them to supercharge them?
I got some local black sphinx dates, put them in a blender with some cinnamon sticks, and just put that spread in between 2 banana chips and kind of made like some Oreos out of bananas, dehydrated bananas.
Out of cinnamon, black sphinx dates, and bananas.
Yeah, just 3 ingredients, all raw.
Dude, all dehydrated. That sounds awesome, man. Dude, you are a superfood maniac here.
Want to get started?
Yes, I want to get started.
Awesome.
All right, let's do it. We're about to dig this guy out. You talked about the importance of clean tools. So what are you putting on these guys?
We're gonna put a little rubbing alcohol on a rag. We're just gonna wipe the edges of the tool. Try and disinfect it as much as possible. What you're gonna want to do is spray off your tools and make sure they're all clean first.
Okay.
We're just gonna want to get this as clean as possible, just so we don't introduce any foreign diseases into that fresh wound that we're about to make.
So you're kind of like a surgeon.
Yeah, and then this is an actual banana tool. This is meant for cutting out banana stalks.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very thorough.
Yeah. Just wipe it down. Nothing too serious. Just make sure that it's clean, and we'll get to work.
So Joey, we're here at the back part of your yard, and you're solarizing your garden behind you, and you're trying to kill all the Bermuda grass, right?
Yeah, just getting it ready for the fall time. During the summer, I'm always traveling and whatnot, and the Bermuda just takes over the whole garden.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my melons and squash in there, so right now, just lay over black plastic and some tarps just to kill the Bermuda, and then I'll go through and till it up, till all the Bermuda grass roots up, and
Plant the winter stuff.
Yep.
So this is one of the gold fingers, huh?
Yep, this is a goldfinger. There's fruit right here on this one.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Probably
Looks
not
awesome.
old enough to ripen, because this was just a pup just a few months ago.
So you're digging some of the grass away here.
Yeah, digging some of the grass away just so we can see what we're doing right now. And basically what we're going to do, we're going to dig this dirt away until we get to the roots.
Mm-hmm.
A few of the roots are shown. And then really the root balls for the bananas aren't too big. They're just a fibrous little chunk.
Okay.
Like a little nub almost. So we're just going to get to the first roots, and then basically underneath that is going to be like 8 to 10 inches of more roots. And we're just going to dig out in between this mother plant too, and just enough so we can see all the roots. And then we're just going to cut into the mother plant and pull out the pup.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Joey, you're down here in the base of the banana palm trunk. What were you saying about the roots? As long as you get a little bit of root, it's okay, right?
Yeah, the roots are going to come out, 12 to 18 inches.
Right.
But really all we want is this, the main part of the root. Doesn't matter how much of the root you cut off. They're just going to heal over on the end of the roots, and you'll be ready to plant. We're going to keep the full bottom of the banana. The fibrous roots that come out from the bottom of it aren't really going to be too important. Just we want to make sure that we get a chunk of the mother root with the pup. That's
Okay.
what makes them survive.
And this one you're touching is the pup.
Yeah, this is the pup, this is the mama.
Cool. Awesome. So now what you're doing, you're digging it out with the shovel now the rest of the way, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna dig it out, just make some slits inside the soil for the shovel, and then that will help us get more of the dirt out around the roots, just so we can see what we're doing.
Okay, cool. Oh man. All right, reload. Reload, new shovel.
Boom.
Sorry about that, man.
All good.
Okay, you've cleared away quite a bit amount of dirt around the root now. Those are all the roots, huh?
Yeah, and we can feel it. It's a little root loose.
Yeah.
That's because it's just not real rooted in, because it's a pup, but it's connected to the mother.
Now let me get you standing on camera here. After we dig this guy out, I'm not gonna plant him right away.
No, what you're gonna do is, because it's connected to the mother through the rhizome. So it's kind of like an aloe vera plant. There's the mother and then the baby shoot up. And so we're just gonna pull it away from the mother, and there's gonna be a fresh wound, maybe the size of a tennis ball.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is you're gonna put that in the shade and let it heal over. And that what it's gonna do is not allow bacteria and other diseases to get in there.
How long should it heal over for?
And let it heal over for about 3 days or so.
Okay.
And it'll kind of puss up and turn like a caramel color, and then you'll be ready to plant. And what we do is I soak it in liquid seaweed dilution with mycorrhizal fungi,
After 3 days.
After 3 days, yeah. I'll soak it right before I go to plant it.
For a few hours or something?
Yeah, and then that really helps it get it started.
Okay.
And what you do when you plant the stalks, you're gonna wanna trim off all the leaves, so it's just the stalk. Because the stalk right here, this is a modified leaf. It goes the leaf, and then it turns into a modified leaf. So this still pulls in photosynthesis.
Okay.
So that's why we can cut off all the leaves. If you try and plant it with all the leaves on it, think that you're gonna be cool and have a
instant tree.
banana tree.
But
that is definitely not going to work because all the leaves will just fry off. Trying to put,
I see.
The roots are going to put too much energy to try and keep the leaves alive.
So where do you cut the leaves at?
Yeah, we're just going to cut the leaves right here with like a sharp
right
razor blade or
okay.
something. And then probably about May, this will set fruit.
That's awesome.
It'll be big enough to set fruit.
So plant it after 3 days, let it overwinter, and come May, it's going to be ready to go.
Yep, it'll be
cool,
perfect.
Man. That's some great info. Okay, so we're at the point you think when you're going to uproot it, huh?
Yeah, so what we're doing, we just cleared out all the roots, made it so it's visible, made it so it can rock back and forth a little bit.
Looks good.
And we're gonna stick, you can do a flathead, you can do the spade banana tool, or you can do a spade shovel. And we're just gonna set it at like a 45-degree angle into the mother plant, right
okay.
at the base of the mother plant. And then you're just gonna...
It's like cutting the umbilical cord.
Exactly.
Kind of like a date palm.
We're gonna do the same thing to the other side.
And the mother will keep living.
Yep, the mother's gonna keep living. And the wound on the mother will just heal over by itself inside the dirt. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pot, we're just gonna pull on out.
And then it's kissing your papaya over here. So now you got him.
So I got it all cut away. I got loose. And these are like 90% water, so
really?
I can barely lift it up. But there you go.
That's it. And so now you're going to take a lot of the soil away or leave it like that?
Yeah, we're going to take all the soil away.
Take it all away?
Yep.
And then let that thing sit in the shade for 3 days.
Yeah, we'll spray it down with a hose, and you can even take like a nice clean knife, make another smooth cut. You're gonna let that heal over. It'll kind of pus up after about 3 days. Keep it in the shade or inside your house. Cut off all the leaves, and then I soak it in a dilution of liquid seaweed and some mycorrhizal fungi right before I plant. And then just keep it well watered 2 or 3 times a week until it puts out a new set of leaves.
And you think it'll grow a lot of leaves this season in the fall?
It'll probably put out like a full set of leaves, and then you're gonna wanna make like a chicken wire cage, pack it with mulch all the way up the trunk.
To keep it warm.
And that will keep it warm. Mm-hmm.
Great idea, man. So here's the Goldfinger banana. And you're hosing it down.
Yep, getting it all clean so it's not as heavy, and so when we soak it in the liquid seaweed and the mycorrhizae, there's more surface area that's clean that all the mycorrhizae and the liquid seaweed can soak into and attach onto.
And for most trees and most plants, you wouldn't want to spray the roots off.
No, definitely not. Definitely
just for bananas.
Yeah, just for bananas.
Looking good, man, looking good. We're going to film me taking the banana pup that Joey has expertly dug out, and we're gonna have me planting it 3 days from now.
Yeah.
And check Joey out on Instagram. What are the 2 channels again?
Motta Melon, M-O-T-T-A, Melon, and then at RAR Superfoods, R-A-W-R Superfoods.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'll flash them across the screen right now. All right, back to Tempe. And we're back here in Tempe at my home, Longevity Gardens. And as a little bonus for you guys, what Joey Motta told me to do is that before I plant this banana tree, get a little bucket of water. So I filled up a bucket full of pond water, I'm gonna add a little more pond water in a second. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of azomite in this water. I'm gonna take some of the mycorrhiza that you can get from jakemace.com and throw that inside here. Maybe just about that much, like 2 generous pinches. Then I'm gonna take some of this seaweed extract, which looks kind of like teriyaki sauce. And I'm gonna put a few capfuls of the seaweed, liquid seaweed, in there. Then I'm gonna dump the rest of this pond water in there to mix it up. And before we plant this banana, we're gonna do it the Joey Mata way, the RAR Superfoods way. We're gonna put this guy inside the root system, inside this tub of goodness here, and let him soak all that goodness up into himself. So there we go. We're letting the banana tree absorb the azomite, the seaweed, and the mycorrhiza. And I'm gonna just stand here for the next 3 hours, get my suntan on. See you guys back in 3 hours when we plant this guy. And it's been 3 days, and so now you can see these roots have started to kind of scab over a little bit. And it's kind of like a little bit of a gloss. And so Joey told me that 3 days, we're ready to plant it. So I think we're gonna try this guy out here. So I got a hole right here dug, and I've got some really nice soil here that's been kind of cooking with a ton of wood chips, hay, and active stuff, active microbes and stuff. So we've scooped out enough that we can set this banana pup right inside the hole. I'm gonna try and experiment. I planted this banana tree behind a couple months ago, and he's growing pretty big in just a few months. And this one I'm gonna try to plant in 100% compost and see what happens. There is some native clay down there, and there is some sand down there, and some worm castings down there from a previous hole I had dug before. But I'm gonna try to plant this guy in 100% compost because a friend of mine, Erica the date lady, who you can click on right here at her video we made with her in her 50-foot tall date palms, she has some beautiful banana trees on her house planted 100% compost. So I want to try one tree like that and see what happens. But I'll be mixing in the compost with the soil that I dug out of the hole. So a little bit of a 50-50 mix. I'm gonna pick this guy up. I'm also gonna supercharge this banana in 2 ways, so stay to the end to see it. I'm gonna lay him in this hole right here. I don't want to break the roots off, so I'm gonna just kind of carefully set him in the hole without breaking his roots. And then try to make him straight, and that's how he's gonna be right there. It's gonna be kind of nice, right? Hit that like button if you guys approve of this tree. I think it's a great specimen that come May of next year or so should give me some amazing organic homegrown bananas here in Phoenix, Arizona. So now that I got him in the hole, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of azomite in the hole with him. You guys can get azomite like this from jakemace.com. And I'm also going to put in some of the mycorrhiza, which we've touched on in other videos we've done with you guys. And the mycorrhiza is kind of like the civilization that the microbes live on, and they create a bond with the roots. And so the structure that bonds the microbes to the roots of the plant is this mycorrhiza. We're going to sprinkle just maybe a couple tablespoons, a few tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons in there to jumpstart the microbe life in there and give them something to hold on to and let them breed themselves from there. You can get this mycorrhiza also from jakemace.com. Then I'm going to take my active biodynamic organic compost and sprinkle this guy around the banana tree, and just enough so that he'll kind of hold his self up a little bit here. And then I'm going to take some of the soil that I dug out of the hole, which is in this pot, when I dug this hole out, and sprinkle that in there. Then kind of nestle them in, let all that soil find those gaps. Then I'm going to put a little bit more of this compost in there. And then the rest of the native stuff from the hole. Now I'm gonna make sure that he's aligned straight and kind of spread the soil out so that he's not buried too high. I don't want to bury him too deeply. I just want him to be buried enough that his roots are covered and so that he holds himself up, because he's not going to put on serious growth until the springtime, I think. So that looks pretty good. And then I don't want to water this guy too much. That's one of the keys. I was just at the Arizona Rare Fruit Growers plant sale, and at the Rare Fruit Growers plant sale I got another banana tree like this one that I'm going to plant today as well, from Monty over there. He was so generous to dig up a pup and give me a great deal on it. And he said once you plant the banana pup, don't water it too much, if at all, because these banana trees are so saturated with water that if you guys overwater them, they'll just rot the roots right off the stalk. And so I don't want to water this guy too much. I'm going to just put a little bit of water just so that the dirt kind of settles around him and holds him up, because right now it's kind of loose. And that's it, just enough water to let that dirt settle around the tree, but not enough to turn it into a banana soup. I don't want to make a smoothie out here of banana. So I think that's pretty good. He's pretty straight here, and this is a back part of our yard. We're repairing the wall right now. We're putting up a block wall here that'll allow me to grow grapevines and passion fruit vine up the wall. My man Freddie, super professional, putting this wall for us. And if you guys want to get Freddie to do your wall for you, contact me, let me know. I can put you in touch with him. And so now, before the water happens, I'm going to take a little more of the azomite and just sprinkle a little ring of it around the tree. This will mineralize the soil and keep witches away. That's circle of trust, circle of azomite. And then I got a whole bunch of this Timothy hay that my rabbit had pooped on. I'm going to put some of this hay down around the tree as a mulch. And there's some rabbit pellets in there too that will help to give him some nutrients. Then the final stage here is going to be to kind of water it in. And again, just to reiterate, since it's the middle of October, October 19th today, I don't want to water him too much because he's going to be getting into the cold season and he might rot with too much water. So I'm just going to put just enough water to make that dirt a little more compact, solidify it around the root ball, and make it so that he's not as flimsy. And I probably will only water this guy maybe once a week, if that. Not even maybe that much. Maybe just once every 2 weeks, just to keep him a little moist. And we'll see if once every 10 days or so watering him, if that will be enough to enable him to live all through the winter and be a thriving, amazing banana palm. This is a Goldfinger banana. Thanks to Joey. Thanks to the RAR Superfood headquarters for hooking me up with this amazing banana tree, and also thanks to Joey for hooking me up with those amazing dried banana Oreos with dates and cinnamon in the middle. That was a treat. That's it, you guys. This is absorbing this water pretty well. And then when this guy gets big, I've also got a bubbler right here. And so my new papaya tree, just 6 months old, this papaya and this banana can share the same bubbler, and hopefully they'll have enough water through this bubbler to thrive in over here. And they've also got a nice protector, a lineman, in the form of the mesquite tree that will give them some diffused light and some wind protection during the summer and monsoon season. I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully you guys will try your hand at planting a banana tree, and hit the like button and subscribe for me, and check out my gardening online school and join it for just $5 a month or $50 for the entire year. And if you guys want to be a sustainable member of the planet, go vegan, grow your food at home, and I'll see y'all back here at the Vegan Athlete channel next time.